Fortnite has had a lot of updates and innovations in its lifetime. Updates like the infantry rifle made this game one of the most popular in history. But on the other side, there have been some updates that were hated a lot. This video is based around those bad updates. But before we start with the video, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's get started. First up on our list is the plane. It came into Fortnite as a huge update in Season 7, but as the time went on, it became more and more unpopular. The planes in Fortnite spawned in specific locations on the Battle Royale map. Planes tended to spawn near red-roofed outposts, which usually had zip lines by them, as well as more obvious areas like the Frosty Flights runway and hangar. Planes were arguably the biggest game changer in the Season 7 update. They offered an unprecedented level of mobility in the game and let players cross large distances on the Battle Royale map in a short amount of time. You could shoot people using a plane, but on the other side, you could be shot very easily. The thing that most people hated was the fact that they die if a plane crashes into them. It was removed at the start of Season 8, and it hasn't been in the game ever since. One of the things that had a very short life was the Infinity Blade. The Infinity Blade might have been the most notorious weapon in all of Fortnite. Once you do get your hands on the Infinity Blade, your health and shields double. You get increased health regeneration and have extra movement speed. Every time you get a kill, you get 50 health back. It was also used for very quick material farming. The Infinity Blade was used in esports events. It was way too overpowered. Just imagine having a Thanos in the World Cup event. When the sword was vaulted and taken out of the game, fans were overjoyed, but still a little sad. They wanted to play with the all-powerful item, but didn't really want it to affect their own games. The Baller, a vehicle that resembles a hamster ball with a grappler attached at the front, found its way on this list because of growing hate that it has been getting since it came into Fortnite. The Baller's outer shell protects the player from any damage, and the grappler allows for mobility. Although it might be very useful, a lot of players hate the fact that its defense is overpowered. The Baller is also used in the competitive scene, where rotations are much safer and quicker. Players are not using materials to rotate, and viewers can't get the same amount of entertainment when they watch rotations in that manner against the normal rotations. Next item on our list is the Shadow Bomb. Shadow Bombs were introduced in the Season 8 update. Shadow Bombs are basically an invisibility grenade. When thrown at the ground, you become invisible for 6 seconds. This item is usually recognized for being overpowered. Alongside the invisibility, it gives you the ability to double jump and climb up the walls. Sneaking behind your opponent's back and killing them before they get a chance to realize that you were there is a complete game changer. Of course, players love to kill in that manner, but when they get killed that way, that's a completely different story. A feature to get 50 health after each elimination got removed on March 27th. The same day the patch came out, Ninja, one of Fortnite's most popular streamers, carved a moment out of his Twitch stream to make a video about how much he disliked this particular update.
What's up, guys? I'm just going to do a quick, give my thoughts about the most recent Epic update, and there's so many things that I just want to say in a video. So I'll start with the infantry rifle. I didn't really like the switch to hit scan and the damage drop off. I felt like it was kind of in a good spot where it was. You just needed to use it a little bit more. But the hit scan is actually a super strong update up close. But the damage drop off is a little unfortunate because I felt like that was kind of one of the things that made it a good gun, is that if you hit your shots across the map with it, especially in competitive, it was very, damaging. 45 body, 90 blue headshot. So I don't really like that. The shield upon killing people and the health upon killing people in solos, duos, squads. I mean, boy, I really want that back. I think everyone wants it back, but I understand why they're doing it. For those guys who don't know why they took it away, I'm like 100% sure they took it away because they say it was people being overly aggressive, but it was 100% just they want to make solos, duos, and squads a place for like safety for like the newer players, which is why they've released arena solos and arena duos simultaneously with this update.
I'm in disbelief right now. I don't understand how Fortnite was. It's like I always say, man. We always take one step forward and 2 steps back in the Fortnite community. We always Like, they'll do something awesome, and then the next patch is like, oh my god, bro, what? And it's gonna happen again. Like, something's good gonna happen. They're gonna save Fortnite again, and then something else gonna happen.
Epic may have anticipated some of this response, as it also released the game's new Arena mode at the same time these changes arrived for the standard mode. In Arena mode, all of the health changes are still in the old fashion, but this mode features skill-based matchmaking, which Ninja also talked about in the same video.
They want to make you know, solos, duos, and squads a place for like safety for like the newer players, which is why they've released Arena solos and Arena duos simultaneously with this update. I like it. My fear is that eventually, once you get high up enough in the solo arena and duo arena, it's just going to take forever to get a game. And as a content creator, as a streamer, like, okay, he's like, oh, go play arenas if you want the, you know, the shield upon killing. Well, it's like, well, I can't because it takes 20-30 minutes to get in a game. Like, you know, once you get all the way up there, I feel like that's what I'm afraid of. I'm scared. Squads are just gone. I mean, literally, squads are just gone now. Like, everyone's getting thirsted no matter what. I mean, I killed an entire team earlier today, and I ended up with 20 HP and like 10 wood, and all of Shifty Shafts was looted. So, you know, I'm not a fan of that. I understand they wanted to slow the game down, but I think there's 100 different ways they could have slowed the game down, besides removing the shield and mats upon killing people. Just my 2 cents, man. Well, you know, we'll see what happens.
Jetpack, the item that gives you high ground no matter the skill, was a highly hated item. To attain high ground in Fortnite, you have to build, sometimes simple structures, but sometimes very advanced structures. But that wasn't the case with the jetpack. You could simply attach it to your back and fly above buildings while shooting at your opponent. The jetpack had a limited supply of non-replenishable fuel, and once it depletes, it is immediately discarded and removed from the current match. Although they were removed a long time ago, jetpacks are still very hated in the Fortnite community. One of the newer updates to Fortnite is a boom bow. Boom bows are very powerful items as they deal up to 115 damage per hit. The weapon has no crosshair and instead uses a velocity and distance tracker, similar to the other throwable weapons like clingers. Upon the arrow hitting anything, it creates a small explosion. Yes, it is a bow, but instead of arrows like every other bow uses, boom bow uses shotgun shells. This item might be useful in a lot of ways, but you can get shot very easily. Getting a kill and then dying while healing is a very common thing. Boom bow does not require much skill, and that is probably the main reason why it's been getting so much hate recently. The Cube Monsters update was another extremely controversial addition to Fortnite. The concept of having monsters in the game didn't sound bad in theory, but not quite as good in practice. In the middle of an intense fight, they commonly would damage you. They drop good items if you kill them, but if they kill you, well, that's a different story. They infinitely spawn near cube monoliths, which crowd the map with greater frequency as a match progresses. Players couldn't farm materials without worrying, and late-game positioning became a complicated affair with so many brain-dead grunts beelining for the nearest player's head. There have been many updates to the current map. The block was added, replacing risky reels. Loot Lake got updated lots of times, but the Meteorite event brought Dusty Divot to us. Dusty Divot was a big hole with structures at the center. In its early days, it was a hot drop because it was new, but after some time that action disappeared, and many players wish the old Dusty Depot would make its return. Map changes are always very controversial, and always come with critiques and different opinions among the community. Fortnite's update 8.30 got criticized by a lot of very popular players, like Daquan, Vivid, FaZe Thieves, etc. As soon as Fortnite published patch notes for this update, critiques quickly followed. Daquan said, "I get nothing but disappointment 99% of the time I read patch notes for Fortnite." FaZe Thieves made similar comments saying, "You're killing your own game. Just listen to your community, please." One of the biggest updates in that version was the Reboot Van. It is used to revive fallen members in your squad. When squad members are eliminated, they drop their Reboot card, which can be collected by other squad members. Bringing Reboot cards to Reboot Vans will bring each squad member whose card has been collected back into battle. Even though Fortnite has had ups and downs, we truly believe that the developers of the game will add lots of new and very entertaining updates to our beloved game. Let us know your opinions on the most hated updates in Fortnite history. If you watch the whole video, double pump that like button and subscribe so you never miss our Fortnite videos. Comment down below what video you'd like to see next, and if we choose your topic, you'll get a shout out in the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.